if we thank Allah, it would increase the status of Allah. It makes no difference to Allah whether we thank Him or we don't thank Him. Allah is wara'ul wara. He is much beyond any of this. The reason He has taught us to thank Him is because by thanking Him, we get benefit. So if we want that a blessing that has been given to us, we want it to be continued, we want the continuity of that benefit or that blessing, the best and easiest way of doing that is by thanking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The more thankful we are to Allah for any blessing that He has given to us, the more He would give us that blessing. If we want any blessing to continuously be given to us, be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Being grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not just by saying Alhamdulillah, by the way. Being grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is not just by saying that Alhamdulillah, but it's also through action. It's also by taking on the things that are pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I always give this example that if you are to continue stealing from your employer, and every meeting you meet him, you say, I'm so grateful that you have given me this job. I'm so grateful. Thank you very much for hiring me. Thank you very much for letting me come and work over here. But every opportunity you get, you steal, you cheat, you harm the company. That employer would say to you that, you keep your thank yous to yourself. I don't need you to tell me, thank you very much every time I see you. But get out of here because you're doing more harm to us. So being grateful is not just verbally being grateful. Being grateful is also to be grateful through actions. So Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Now one question may come that if we are saying that we need to be grateful for everything that Allah has created, then Allah has also created some shar. There is some evil that's been created. How can we be grateful to that? For Allah has created shaitan. There is no bigger evil than shaitan. How can we be grateful to Allah? What blessings is there in creation of shaitan? There are a lot of blessings in creation of shaitan. The biggest blessing in creation of shaitan is that on the day of judgment, Allah will forgive many by saying that it was shaitan who made them do this, and therefore they ended up sinning, otherwise they didn't want to sin. So shaitan would become a source of excuse for their forgiveness. Secondly, ulama say that it is a common principle in the world that when there is competition, people skill up, right? Whenever you are faced with a competitor, that's when you go to work and you work harder. Otherwise you become lazy. If there's no competition, you work lazy. If there was no shaitan, people would have become lazy. Now they know that there is an enemy who is there to get them, so their defenses are up. They are putting in the effort. They are working against him. They're putting to do more. Another goodness that people say is that because shaitan does wrong or gets people to do wrong, therefore there are many things that have come into this dunya to counter that wrong. For example, if people were not to steal, the locksmith would have not come into profession. Nobody would have made any locks. People would have not created doors for their shops. There would have been no locks. There would have been no keys. And if people would have done no wrongs, there would have been no lawyers to present the case. There would have been no policemen. There would have been no judges to judge between the people. So many professions would have not gotten created. So shaitan, because of the wrong that he does, became a source of profession and earning for a lot of people. So biyadihil khair, everything that Allah has created has khair in it. At times we do not comprehend the khair, but there is khair in it. What may appear on the face of it as something very sinister, but still there is khair in it.